recognize three individuals here this morning, tonight, whatever you find yourself. This is the Magnificent Abraka Talk Show coming to you live from the state of Minneapolis. We are here today, we are here tonight, we are here this morning. We have no copyright to those music that are playing. But let me recognize my own father, my own dad, Pete Cook. Let me recognize Breakable Power. Okay. Let me recognize More Massacre. Let me recognize Madam Mary K. Kawa. I make a mistake. That was cover. Once again, Madam Mary K. Cover. Good morning, good evening, wherever you find yourself. Let me recognize my friend and brother Paul Silly.
Now,
let me recognize my friend and brother Albert F. Colley. Good morning, good evening, whatever you find yourself.
Sole kabloba gamwa powoji kana gambe poema ge koma ga bomwo dia ga tena mwenye now jebejo.
Let me recognize my friend and brother Musa Sharif. Good morning.
Ajo baba me wiga o abinye je na tele te kwenyo baba gamwa ga powoji. My
own sister Hereta Kona. Good morning. My own father Edwin Jala. Good morning. I've been here to go with the weather. I've been here to go with the one. Baba menyo gawe now jebejo buya de waranyo now jebejo buya de waranyo mire jamba wa menwe abwe mame jande no le mara jo ko baba bai bai dembi ojo bezona ga oni ojo baba menwe ga ga se mu aponyi ti aju ara bu awere di abage wa du ji mo gba yin jara wa de baba bi amo gode go ajere fo o wala bi abe yin ya ke to aye mo mu ka ro mo ni okuru bi ayi ni o bu bi da ko ni ko je wo na po bra ja ko ya baba o mo ya ni mo we wa le baba bo
galo mo ku bi ayire nyomu kabaja di chan wo ya baba mama Rihanna ye mama wale wa ge ni ya ka won tu ara bu aja ne jende
We are shooting straight to Buchanan this morning. At the Senate Pro Temperate Old County. Good morning, madam. Good morning, the light. Abraham Darius Delon, the light. Good morning.
Oh baba ajo baba opo jeje oja baba me wiga o dia je oja baba me wiga o
Tifa, good morning to you, Tifa.
Yemba be nyo me pege for radio ka ben mama ga ba mangba ji ba piye na me mama jane poni den.
Let me say good morning to His Excellency Mr. Amara Conan. Good morning. The people of Bapolu say good morning to you. And not to forget, Sir Joseph, the people of Maserati say good morning.
Lord, I'm the fool, you will take a better out. Me, where you want to take away, me for you, when I'm in a radio. Tirania, when I can't be on. Baba, Yama, tell you about it, running, and I will be happy, eh? That's why you didn't know we already had the Gabriel. Now, you, if we have the way you are, we have the way you are.
I'm my own mom, my senator. Madam Daba Vapla. Good morning to you. The people of Cape Man say good morning. Excellency Jeremiah Kwankun, the people of Nima say good morning to you. Our Honorable Vice President, the people of Nima say good morning.
Baba me we go. Yes, you got Baba me we go. Oh, we just say where you. Dear Mammy, I've been here. And I said, I'm going to Baba. When you get Baba, the ground where he has it to go on come young. We are going to do near you. One way is down, one is that way more. Now, when would you walk out did a woman? Well, now what did you walk on you up when you Roga mwa yo. Egere mwa we money ozen we win yo. Gane mare mo oja bobo se wa we ni muri. O ne ojo we.
Frankie LV, a run stepper, a leader, is a warning to the followers. Our liberator is here. They want to come all the way.
Iron Lady Records, sweet sound.
Lima guaya ume bongo, la biama ya bongo, Congo, Jawa Congo, Congo, Jawa Congo, Congo, Jawa Congo. Say what we are, Apple love ya sending you what we are. Jawa Congo, go find you what we are. Papa Jawa Congo.
Let me say good morning to Emmanuel Zopeno, this honorable senator of Grandjide. The people of Grandjide say good morning to you.
You know what we are. Me go ni my ine you wa there. Zaba lo kwa boyi. Ni wa lo wa boyi. Apo ma wanta me wa lo wa boyi. Tade pa. No jeme. The movement. Corruption la yen pona. Me wo kwa wa iba wo ne ala wo.
And let me say good morning to my honorable senator, Honorable Prince Moi. Good morning. The people of Bankan, they say good morning to you.
Tani amoyi ma. Ifogabogo. Rajire ye wawadero. Ogoralo ogun bora. Labia no iwa wa. Apoti awa gongo monu ile baba. Labia sene wa ya. Diable ya potida.
Something Zota.
Numbebe ya sia. Mi o go magre baba. Wapa iwonga. Wapo wa no.
Honorable Alice J. Tala, the people of Bomi, they say good morning.
Ene yi fokale imwe. Babo nuile. Mongo. Jawa Congo idogo wae.
Ekwaluaka kwasledo e. Jawa sona se okwaluaka we.
The people of Banka, they say good morning to my friend and brother Johnny Pay.
Jawa
One of the youngest senator.
Congo. Ekwaluaka o. Kwaluaka e kwasledo kewe. Jawa Congo le nupa yo e. Zuzule. Zuzu petie abi ekun eti awon gonglo inu rewe la bia
Agbezanga Milton Finlay, the people of Bassa say good morning.
me pa genu e ya o ya awon gonglo baba we go nyere
Records.
It's T-Will on the beat.
Para lesina. Papa la lesina. Baby we la lesina. Papa la lesina. La lesina drink ya we la lesina. Papa la lesina. Topo mi ora lesina. La lesina topo mi ora lesina. Abaganu we. Primo pie we ganu we. Ganu in drink pie we la lesina. Kodaganu we. Well, possible. Upon your para, Yapa, Botome, Yapa.
Let me say good morning. The people of love us say good morning to Momo Saros.
Yapa, Dopome, Yapa.
I don't have no copyright to those music that I'm playing. The good people of Magibby, they say good morning to Honorable Nathaniel F. McGill. My friend and brother, Honorable His Excellency, the Honorable Senator James P. Barney. Honorable, the people of Maryland say good morning. And one of the toughest senator, Honorable James Barney. I salute you, sir. You have been admired by many of the young people from Maryland and across Liberia. The light, Honorable Abraham Daras Delon. At the light. At the light was able to make us for us to see what was being passed in the darkness. We said we salute you, sir. And the formidable woman in the Senate. Adaba M. Vapla. A tough woman. A woman with substance. We say the people of Grand Cape Makane did not make mistake to elect you as their senator. Mama, I salute you. Let me say good morning to His Excellency, the Honorable Senator Creta Donkey. The people of Sano say good morning, yeah?
Your body. and I'm and when I went jump, it goes about.
Say now, you know the SS people say they want to take the detail. Joseph Baker, fuck you and the SS people. Take them away. Take your fucking dirty police away. Who cares for them? Who cares about them? Like, bro, that is at a meeting they had. And the meeting they went for last night. And today again, that dirty, reckless Joseph Baker, that one is to pity on himself. That was filtered for 3 months. There was somebody later in power one part. Same for the speaker again this morning. But you know that bro, the speaker will not resign. And your friend with Fonatico for you will tell that piece of shit. The day he made attempt to resign, you will feel me. The speaker will not resign. Joseph Baga. But you say you get the Supreme Court rule your favor. Why are you asking the speaker to resign? You dirty piece of filthy shit. You Joseph Baga. Why are you asking the speaker to resign? You get it around and use it. Give them a chance. And you say you get a speakership. Use it. You think I really care about you? You filthy thing I couldn't take back. You make you president. You hear misbehaving in the country. Then when you tell them, oh, you curse it. I will curse anybody that are reckless to the constitution of this country. And Joseph Baker is one of those. Joseph when they finish with the speaker, they will get to Yombly. When they finish with Yombly, they will get on the Supreme Court bench. Let me tell you, Supreme Court people, Latin and Stasso, they say, Tantra, not for right alone. They're coming for you, people. You sat down here, your room, on tenure position, Joseph Baker disrespected the constitution of this country. We are calling on the oppositions to get together. This thing is about 2029. Because 2029, Jeremiah Kun and a mob lawyer Honorable Zina no more door will walk out and say they have won the election, the Supreme Court will not do that, the Supreme Court will rule, they will not listen to the Supreme Court. The rule of law has broken down in this country by Joseph Boakai. The rule of law is being disrespected. The international community spent too much money on the rule of law. When I came here, people say, oh, the police want to arrest you. The police want to arrest you. I got asked someone, you're going to bypass. You go, when I came here the morning, you're going to bypass. My one started walking, going. I went to turn right to Orange and keep back into the fence. You're scared. You're going to bypass to the small gateway out the pool. Say you saw you're walking here, they can poke out, get sharp, and on the road, they will tell you that there's someone walking going. You're scared. Joseph Boakai playing cool. Then you want to speak up to be part of the coup. Oh, but you say you want a case now. Why you behind the speaker? You dirty, filthy Joseph Boakai. That was stink for almost 3 months you couldn't take back. We want to help you to change your password. But you say you got the speaker now. What are you asking the Metro Reserve for? Come and take your security. But the Liberia will see the action. And I said to the speaker, we will not sit here for somebody who can't take it from your office. They want the government security, they can take it. Let them take it. Joseph Boakai. And you call the speaker that morning, your SS director was there. You dirty piece of shit. You Joseph Boakai. Telling the speaker, if SS director open his filthy mouth to tell the speaker why you can't resign. Look at the dirty stinking there. Your stink that your bossman Joseph Boakai. Oh yes. The speaker called out to tell, and I told the speaker, like, oh, yeah. Louder, I got vexed because somebody told me on the group call, oh, you know, later enough for the public. Like, people, any attempt that stupid one to call for Nati, I will not go from here, but the people wishing now, he will feel me. When you want to resign, I will tell you for Nati want to resign. You will not dictate to us. And he can never, ever dictate to us. Oh, you know, if the other sign a resolution for Nati to resign, when you go for election, for Richard Kun will now win. So, Joseph Boakai was appointed, or Joseph Boakai was chosen by the Liberian people, he was elected for. You dirty Joseph Boakai, stinking like you. Is this what we raise our left for? Is this a rule of law that you said you're going to respect? Oh, well, you get election now. Hey, you got your speaker? What are you calling the speaker for? What you want him to resign for? You say you kind of thing already. La brepo, the thing they destroyed yesterday. Now when the speaker and Musa Blatant explain to all our child, I'm calling people names so they will not deny it. And I told them, I said, I will tell the brepo, we will not play games with the brepo people. The brepo trusted us. Tomorrow when something happen, they say, yeah, I can talk. Why he didn't talk it? I don't get secret, yeah? I want to call me Bob down rule change. Laughing than our friendship.
So I did a post yesterday after I drove to to my party headquarters on the 17th anniversary. I actually took along three friends. I called for.
So, we're going to Spoon TV.
Thank you so much.
Earlier on this morning, there's a report that you and the outgoing lawmaker had a scuffle at Gayson High School. Can you bring it to speed? What led to the scuffle?
What's happened this morning? We received call from our observer and our watchers that we provide them with FFRs so they can go and identify what the POs from every centers, every places identifying also. Like for instance, when anybody come on the boat, once you call your name, our pool will mark, and then the same thing what NEC also will mark, we will mark. And we receive a call that at GW Gibson, which is one of the epicenter in our district of fraud. A lot of fraud happens at GW Gibson. They refuse our people using the FFR on grounds that they never had no amendment back from NEC so that our people can use the FFR that we provide to our people. And the FFR is a public document. They provide a public document to our people. It's all on the internet, everywhere. So all we ask them is, when somebody come on the vote, just call the name of that person. We'll find in our book, we'll check. Because we notice that people, the current card that we're using, we don't perforate these cards. So when somebody vote, it will probably come back to vote because there will be some of the partisans, PO 7. So when you vote for the first time.
In the Republic of Liberia, the president of the Economic Freedom Fighter, the commander-in-chief, and this is how I would like to welcome you to this official press briefing. As it is a national issue, it is a serious press briefing, and so the message should go across.
Thank you. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the media, once again, we are grateful to have you. As usual, we are committed to fighting for democracy, and we will do nothing to circumvent democracy, but rather we will continue to fight for our people. We want to be unequivocal that the economic freedom fighters of Liberia will not be intimidated. We will not be subjected to any pressure for the government of Liberia, because we strongly believe, again, like we said before, democracy is the bedrock of our society. And those who believe that they can undermine democracy, we want to assure them that we will continuously resist them, and no tyrannical regime will survive the fight against democracy. Anyone who believes they have the popular will of the people and want to suppress democracy and want to suppress the will of the people, they can be guaranteed that we will resist them and we will not succumb to any undue pressure for any government. Not even George Weah government and not any government in the future. We want to say this. Across the country, the EFFL men that are deployed across the country have been well received by the citizens. In fact, in the Southeast, there are countless revelations on how ballots were being stockpiled in the Southeast, and how CDC got the numbers in the Southeast. There are villages that people are confining in our members, that people were using traditional practices to subject people to allowing CDC and the National Elections Commission operate in the Southeast, therefore allowing CDC to have the numbers they got in the Southeast. People are confining in the EFFL because they trust our judgment. They trust our ability to stand by them and for them. Today, we receive an intel from the very government architecture that there were pre-map ballots headed for Lofa, and this night, some will be headed for the Southeast in a flight that was chartered by the President of Liberia. Those pre-map ballots went through the James Springfield without being checked by the joint security at the airport. Now, we have always said the joint security is compromised.
Edwin Snow, the issue is about when the former vice president lost his mother-in-law, peace to her ashes. George Weah, through Edwin Snow, sent a $2,500 contribution to the former vice president. The former vice president never requested any money. It was unsolicited. Edwin Snow took the $2,500 to the former vice president. As a matter of courtesy for the president, the former vice president accepted the $2,500. I arrived in Liberia on that historic day on December 19th, and Edwin Snow was correct when he said that Costa was doing a protest. When I arrived on December 19th and we shut down the whole city, the next day on December 20th, George Weah took to ELBC to do an interview in which George Weah was angry. And Edwin Snow again was correct when he said George Weah was angry with the former vice president because the former vice president did indeed support our democratic right to protest. That's when George Weah went on a tirade and began to explain how when the member in law died, I saved money, I didn't want, I did I want. So when he said that on EOBC, the country was outraged that the sitting president of the country would be talking like a small child. Oh, I fed him, or I gave money when your mother-in-law died. So the former vice president got enraged, and he responded because we asked him to respond to that. In my reaction, I raised $2,500 on the show, and I called the former vice president and said, "This money that George Weah sent to you through Edwin Snow, which you did not request for, we, your supporters, want you to return this money to George Weah through the bearer of the money." The former vice president called Mr. Edwin Snow. Snow told the former vice president that he was in Abuja or someplace on an ECOWAS assignment, and when he returns to the country, he would go and see the former vice president, Joe Boakai. He did not do it. The former president called Mr. Snow several times. Mr. Snow did not respond. Then I reached out to Mr. Snow. I said, "Mr. Snow, you brought this money. We want you to please receive this money and return this money." He laughed. He said, "My man, I didn't take money. I didn't bring money to you. You and I saying got no money to." I said, "No, but the former vice president asking you to take the money back. You don't want to take the money back. And we are his supporters. We raised this money to give it back because we are traditional people. When you do something for somebody, you don't go to the public, especially when the person did not ask you for it. You don't go and talk about it." Edwin Snow told me he himself was embarrassed by what the president did. He told me that. He said he was embarrassed. That is the reason why he was not responding to former Vice President Boakai's phone calls. So then I said, you know what? I asked my people to take the money to the former Vice President because I was back in the States. Edwin Snow did not go to receive the money. To date, the money is still waiting. If Edwin Snow goes for that money today, we'll give it to him to carry it back to George Weah. Snow has not gone for that money. The message that the former Vice President sent him, Snow sent me that message. The former Vice President sent me that message also. The former Vice President told him that you embarrassed me. You brought this disgrace to me. I never asked you for money. That was the context. He now explained the context. The man never threatened his life. Joe Barker used to like Edwin Snow. He used to call him my nephew. Edwin Snow is trying to find a frivolous excuse as to why he left the Joe Barker camp. Edwin Snow never stays in a camp that is not in power. He always finds a camp that is in power to be in power or close to power. That's not why he left. Let's not be fair. Snow left because Joe Barker did not win the election, period. When Joe Barker wins in 2023, Snow will try to find a way to come back, but people like us will ensure that he does not come back around. So the issue of the matter is, Stanton, I know about this whole situation, about those text messages, because Snow knows he and I talk about those things, and we have the $2,500, and Snow should take that money and carry it back to George Weah. Joe Barker did not threaten Edwin Snow's life. Joe Barker was very, very, very pissed off that Edwin Snow brought the money. And when we went on radio and tried to embarrass the former vice president, he wanted the money returned, and Edwin Snow refused to receive the money and take it back. You brought me money that I did not ask for. I'm asking you to return the money. My supporters are asking you to return the money. You refuse to come for the money. So, Stanton, I want you to ask Edwin Snow, why didn't he go to receive the $2,500 from Ambassador Boakai and return it to George Weah? I want you to ask him that question.
Okay. Costa, we want to say thank you. Edwin Snow heard your question. You can just pause a little bit. We have to go to Edwin Snow. You have confirmed the text messages was actually from Jose Yima Boakai to Edwin Snow. Let me ask you, why did you include Madam Salif's name in a Facebook message to Edwin Snow? Costa is off.
Yeah.
All right. Edwin Snow.
Going back on, because that's a better line. So put Costa back on. Let me say why he called it, why he referred to Madam Salif now as God. Put him back on. Let him finish. Then when you finish, Stanton, I demand that you play the recording I just forwarded to you. Don't tell me to send no James. I don't have James' contact. I got your contact. You play.
Yeah, but you gotta listen now. Snow, listen. When he's on my phone, I cannot forward it to James. Okay. So I'm
okay. I don't have James' contact.
I'm using one number here. Just hold on. Costa is calling back. Hold on. Pedro, you guys gonna take us to 1 a.m. in the morning, but it's good. Talk to us. The question was, why did you include Madam Salif in a post concerning Senator Snow?
Because I heard Senator Snow say, and he kept trying to make it a point, that the fact that Ellen did not support Joe Boakai means that there's something wrong with Joe Boakai. Whereas Edwin Snow knows exactly why Ellen did not support Joe Boakai, knows the truth, but he's playing the fool. And he's not a fool. Now, I'm not a fan of Edwin Snow, but this much I will tell you. Edwin Snow knows the politics of the day. And he knows very, very well. For him to sit there and make it look like, and the reason Ellen did not support Joe is because it has something to do with Joe. Ellen did not support Joe because Ellen knows that she and Joe did not steal the Liberian people's money together, and that she felt that Joe would not protect her. She went all over the place telling everybody Joe was not giving her assurances that he would protect her, and Joe kept telling her, but Ellen, what did you do that you need protection? And why did she support George Weah? George Weah went all over the country telling people that I will protect the president or the former president. Now, Edwin Snow is trying to make people think that his support and Ellen's support, without their support, Joe Barker cannot be president. That was what I was telling. Go tell you and your God, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, that unless Ellen is God, which she is not, we will win the presidency in 2023. And you, Edwin Snow, my dear good friend, you will be right there. You will be well and alive, and nobody will do you any harm. You know Joseph Boakai could not do you any harm. You know Joseph Boakai cannot kill a fly. And for you to try to make it look like your life is at risk, man, Edwin, come on, man, stop playing that game. Joseph Boakai will never harm you, never. So don't.
Edwin Snow, Costa is listening to you.
Harm you.
Edwin, Costa is listening to you.
My response to Costa is for you to play while I say this, Stanton. Play while I say that's my only response I have.
So Joe Boakai did not condemn tribalism because Joe Boakai is
a sadistic, unrepentant, unapologetic, tribalistic old man. That is what Joe Boakai is, and that is the only thing Joe Boakai knows how to do because he exploits tribalism. So, well, I say, I guess. Don't say you what 2017 first round election rhetoric.
Exactly.
Does Edwin want me to send you recordings of listen to me, Stanton? Edwin Melvin Snow, who says some of the nastiest things about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf that he worships today. I exposed Edwin Snow in 2012. He, Alex Tyler, James Barney, and Emmanuel Nukwe, when they brought the chairman of Gazprom, the Russia state-owned gas company, and he, Edwin Snow, was representing the company. I exposed him, and he came up publicly and confessed to the nation that Ellen didn't want him to own his own private jet, that he brought his investor, and Ellen left him in a Ballot. Ellen was something that they own the country, and blah, blah, blah. The same Edwin Snow that called Ellen, that called Rob Sirleaf an enemy of the country. The same Edwin Snow that said Ellen was a demon. It's the same Edwin Snow sitting on your platform today saying all those nice things about her, and he wants to play my voice from a campaign time against Joe Boakai, and Edwin Snow, who is a political chameleon that jumps from place to place, and Edwin Snow, who married to Charles Taylor's daughter and turned around and accused Charles Taylor's ex-wife of planning to kill him, and Edwin Snow, who was against George. We are through all and said we are not fit to be president in 2017, but today is we are best buddy. And Edwin Snow, oh come on, Stanton, man, you don't know Edwin Snow. Welcome to Liberian politics, my brother Stanton. And Edwin Snow, who went on OKFM and cried, crocodile tears, that he regrets the role he played in bringing one of the worst concessions to Liberia APM terminals. And Edwin Snow, who said when he went to the port of Tema, he cried because he saw what APM terminal does there versus what APM terminal does in Liberia. The same Edwin Snow who distributed the 300 iPads to lawmakers and the bribes to dole out the APM terminals deal. Are you kidding me? Edwin Snow, you and I don't stand on the same pedestal.
Who presided over the Senate when the APM terminal deal was passed?
In your life is stolen from government. You and I don't stand on the same pedestal. Everybody knows you, and that's why your words carry no weight. You left from District 6 and went to an impoverished bombing county to become representative there. A political chameleon like you, a sleazy fella. All you do,
who presided over the Senate when the APM terminal deal was passed?
Costa, Edwin Snow is asking you a question. Honorable Snow, go ahead.
Who presided over the Senate, the APNG dogma? Who presided over the Senate when it was passed? Who signed it?
Boakai never have voting right. The Constitution is very clear.
You were dividing the money, the money.
Yeah, you understand that. And you even admitted publicly on that.
You know, Stanton.
Participated in it.
All right, so I believe anybody have questions for Costa before I beg you, Honorable Snow. Anybody have question for Costa because he will believe it. Thank you very much, Pedro. And you got a question? Go ahead, Mariah. Ask Costa your question.
Honorable Snow Edwin played a video, and I mean there are several of those videos, and Costa attributes it to politics and political times, and it was in the middle of campaign, and at the time he wasn't supporting Ambassador Boakai. Now he is, and he calls Senator Snow political chameleon, and they're now on the same pedestal, and he said some very nasty things about Ambassador Boakai, and I think there's another video where he calls him wicked and corrupt. What makes you different from Honorable Snow, who you claim said worse things about Madam Sirleaf and now supports Madam Sirleaf, when you also said nasty things about Ambassador Boakai and you now support him? What makes you any different?
Mariah Kula, you were an unapologetic, avowed campaigner for Joe Boakai. You supported him. You believed in him. The only reason why you no longer support him is because you are a paid staffer of Ellis Cummings. I assure you, if Cummings wasn't paying you thousands of dollars a month, you would still be supporting Joe Walker, because you tell people in private that you still believe in Joe Walker better than Cummings.
That's a blatant lie. And you trying to cause
Mariah, he's not on the screen, he's on the phone.
No, but
I'm laying the basis. Let me answer my question. Do not interrupt me. Hold on. Let's have some decorum here. Hold on. Listen.
I dare you to call one person named the assembly.
Mariah, you gotta win now. Mariah, you gotta win. Mariah, you gotta speak. We will come back to you. We will come back to you. Go ahead, Pedro.
Let me tell you something, Stanton. The Joseph Walker I thought I knew is not the Joseph Walker I came to know. The Joseph Human Walker, a man who worked for 25 years in public service with untainted record. The Joseph Walker I thought I knew, the things we heard during the political season that were said, those things do not represent Joseph Walker. That is why, Stanton, I went to the nation apologetically in the second round. And I told them, I have come to know Joseph Walker. He's a decent man, and I would be confident having.
And afterwards, another person who is on our itinerary will come with the next message. Amanda,
I'm Sylvester. Play on a video called about.
Ladies and gentlemen of the Folk Estate, my fellow citizens, good evening to everyone. We've come here this evening to raise alarm about unfolding activities of our adversary, the CDC, as it relates to.
In 10 months from now, we will have a new president in the nation. His son not playing for America. His girlfriend not in Ghana. He ain't got children all over the place. All his family right here. He's been married for 50 years. He's a family man. He's a deacon in the church. He is not a fake pastor. He's a truly decent, honorable, humble man. And when he becomes president, he will lift this country up, and then he will prepare us, the young people, and he will turn it over to us. And together, we will take this country, and we'll move with this country, and Liberia will become what it can be, that sweet land of liberty. Not sweet land of liberty for a few people, not sweet land of liberty for Congo people or country people, but for all Liberians. Some of you ask me, why do you support Joseph Human Walker for president? Do you know the story about Joseph in the Bible? Joseph's brothers were so jealous of him. They sold him into slavery, but they didn't know what they were doing. They were his destiny helpers, and they didn't know that. And then famine would fall upon the land, and they would go and seeking food. And their brother had now become prime minister, and he would help them. This Joseph that we have, this Joseph who was betrayed by Ellen to put this monster upon us. When I told the Liberian people Kojologo and poison, I told you it will happen. I said, you take the Kojologo, it may be better, but it will make you well. But when you drink the poison, it will kill you. Today we are dying. We are dying. But I come here to give you hope. This flag will fly once again. It will fly once again. And we will build a Liberia where your children and my children can have a great future. Where you don't have to go to America to own a car. You don't have to go to a foreign country to own a house. You can live in this country with the blessings that God has bestowed on us. We can make this country work for every human being in this country. But To do that, you must have the right leadership to do that. Natural resources cannot build a country. A country is built by visionary leadership.
At your end, it's evening time. Good evening. Welcome again to the Spoon Talk. We hope we get you with a video, but for now, we'll use these means as you address the nation through our platform tonight. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, all of the wonderful panelists.
Thank you very much. James, can you please make it more audible, please? You got to be loud from your end. I beg you.
Yeah, he's okay now. Senator, please repeat.
Yes, I can hear.
All right. Thank you, Senator.
Mr. Stanton. Good evening, all the wonderful panelists. I want to say thanks to all of you for your great concern for peace and stability in the Republic of Liberia. I want to tell all of our listening audience at home and in the diaspora that since the end of the war in 2003 and I returned from Nigeria to Liberia, I returned home with an objective to make my honest contribution to post-conflict Liberia in the building process. And since that time I came, I was elected. I've been in the Senate 18 years. There have been no problem with me and any senator or anybody in this country. I've been very peaceful. I was ordained in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and I'm a preacher, the servant of the Most High God. And for me, Romans 8:1 says, therefore now, there is no condemnation to those who are in Christ Jesus, who walk not after the things of the flesh, but after the things of the Spirit. So being a child of God, I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. And so I don't go out making confusion. Every day that God grants us to live is a gift for Him, and we must appreciate that gift with thanksgiving. So this is what I do. We conduct services in my house every morning, in the evening, among my own family. But I was shocked, truly shocked and disturbed. But in the midst of unbearable circumstances in life, in the midst of storm, the tornado, whatever situation, you must exercise restraint. Don't be emotional. And so I ask God to grant me that His spirit of understanding to control my temper. What happened today? More especially when the parties, all the political parties, opposition parties, the ruling establishment were invited to the Farmington River Conference and signed a peace accord, peace document, non-violent document, to maintain the peace, to not badmouth one another, to not provoke each other in our utterances. And immediately when that document, that historic document, was signed, coming out from the conference hall, Mr. Weir, the president of this country, who says he's not a politician, which of course is true, started making confusion with Gurish. Everyone saw that, you know that you discussed on his own media. And so these guys are often troubled. Some years back, I was home in Ghana. I slept well. Early in the morning, the Lord took me into a trance and showed me a violent situation where there was a rigged election. Those who won the election were hijacked, and there was some complete trouble. I want Liberians to hear that and to know it and mark it in your head. Don't put it on the paper, you will get missing. So this is why they are out for confusion. I don't have a problem with them. Every time, walk around, look here. All of our listening audience in Accra, Ghana. I was not there when they all went to Ghana and came out with the CPA and the TRC. But during their conference in Ghana, after all the other peace conferences failed, they ended up in Ghana after they had left Switzerland and went to other country. They ended up in Ghana. And the international community, the ECOWAS, the AU, and the UN They did not force the clergymen, the warlords, any of them, we put 2 options before those groups for Liberia that were there for the peace talk.
Senator Prince Johnson.
Senator,
Senator, please, Senator, can we come down to what happened today? Because you know this is an emergency program.
Today I went to church. I prepared my sermon, my message to be delivered. And you know when Iowa Taylor spoke the other day when she was addressing our hooligans, as she brought in 2 buses, beating drum, marching band, disturbing our John Session, she spoke regarding me in a negative. So the press called me and I said I will not respond, but I will do that on Sunday. Because the Bible is a book of books. It's a book of poetry, it's a book of science, it's a book of politics. And so I said I will respond today. I think this is the reason why she sent those hoodlums to my church, to my own premises, to disturb, and they truly disturb. The children, the little children were in the children department, and they were being, giving lessons, Bible lessons, and someone came and told me there were a group of people in red and blue berets gathering at one point, but there was email at the church. And I said, well, I don't have time, let me preach. Where they were and came right in front of the church building, disturbing. So the musical instrument that were being played inside, and we couldn't hear outside. They were disturbing, chanting slogans, disturbing. And it was very bad. People started running away because some of them had their single barrel pistol and magnum. Small, this European pistol they had also. They were armed. So they were talking, insulting, and war
Senator Johnson, Honorable Prince Johnson, we saw the video and we played the video though. Let's just get to the question for our people to understand what we are doing today, the special edition, because folks, can you tell Liberians, where do you think those folks came from? Can you tell us who are they and where they came from?
These people were sent by GP, Joao Taylor, and Koji. Because you see, last Wednesday, when I came from work, we started the session very late, so and we ended up very late. So I came home, I was tired. I was sitting on my post. When my security came to me and said there was an EPS at my gate who wanted to see me. And I said, but why can't he come tomorrow morning? He said, no, the man said it's very serious. So the man came to see me. He came upstairs on my post and he told me, keep all your security at your church and also at your house. There is a pending attack on you, assassination plot. Be mindful. And said to me, we all in a place are suffering, no pay, nothing. We hardly get money, but we are quiet because we're not supposed to be in politics. But the voting that is coming, we will vote our conscience. But mind you, keep all your security. Just on Tuesday, he told me. So in the night, we put people our security. I got $10 and I got additional manpower here. So for this thing that happened today, he told me strictly to our Taylor. He told me using Nagbe and Jefferson Koji. I implicated Mr. President because he is the commander-in-chief who has failed to bring people to order. Whatever the unit does or fail to do is the responsibility of the commander.
My last question to you, Senator, before we bring in the other guys, my last question.
About the decision by the Senate that to uphold the decision of the Justice Minister in the ongoing saga at the House of Representatives. Would you care to elaborate more?
Thank you for coming and thank you for seeking my opinion on this matter. I was clear in plenary today, about an hour or so ago, about my rejection of the decision taken by the Senate. It's a sad day for our country. It's a sad day for the rule of law. The rule of law is...
Well, I think there is a conscious effort to ignore the Supreme Court and defy the Supreme Court ruling. The disappointing part is we see members of the executive and we see the police brutalizing lawmakers, which is an indication that the so-called absentee lawmakers are getting aid and comfort from the executive branch in this treasonous plot. It is very unfortunate. It is not the right thing for our democracy. We call on all sides to step back, obey the rule of law, obey the precepts of the Supreme Court, who is the neutral arbiter. Now, there have been attempts to nuance the decision of the Supreme Court. Let me say this as a well-trained lawyer. The Supreme Court said a sitting of the plenary of the House of Representatives is composed of the simple majority, as in Article 33, and the Speaker, as in Article 49. The Supreme Court went on to say any sitting or action that emanates from there, not in conformity with 33 and 49, is beyond the scope of our legal authority and not cognizable at law. That is very simple and that is very clear.
Honorable Speaker.
Just a minute, please.
We got information that you went back to the Supreme Court. If that is true, tell us what is the reason of that.
No, we are consulting with our lawyers at this point.
And so, Honorable Speaker, I'm concerned about your post last Friday, immediately after the Supreme Court ruling, in which you concluded that you are contemplating on a transition. Why are you saying?
No, so we put out a reconciliatory statement last Friday. We will continue to encourage our members to come and sit together, let us reason together, and let the chips fall where they may.
Honorable Speaker, just a minute, since the ruling of this.
Excuse me?
Why is the security say about the threat you received from Nima County? Did you receive any threat?
No, I'm not going to say I received threat from Nima County. We received a threat last night, and the Joint Security is investigating that.
Honorable Speaker, there are reports that some of your supporters, some lawmakers who support you, were at the forefront of some violent activities here this morning. Are you in? They
were not at the forefront of violent activities. They were brutalized. Let's understand what happened. They were brutalized by forces of the Liberian National Police, who obviously is a party in this now, by virtue of the fact. You know, the interesting thing you got to look at is, when you see me walking around here, other than the detail that they gave to me, you don't see no plenty police, the other lawmakers, you don't see no plenty police. It's only when the so-called absentee black comes here that you see that force. If they announce they're not coming here tomorrow, you will not see one policeman here. Okay? We are the people's representative. We are not afraid of the people.
The
people are disappointed in terms of what is happening at the level of the Capitol building. The color race issue about the proceeding here. Are they concerned? Why will you let us say to the Liberian people?
Oh, we are concerned because, number one, the Supreme Court, we all want to go by the rule of law. The Supreme Court have decided. Others have decided to read that decision upside down. But regardless of how you read it, it is clear what the Supreme Court defined as plenary and what will have legal effect. That is clear. So I think what the people need to do is to pray on their lawmakers, to return to work.
Honorable Speaker, the majority of black seems not signed. Go ahead. The majority of black, as they call themselves, it seems not to abide by the court ruling. So what's the next course of action?
Well, they are not abiding because they have, as I said before, the hearing.
Join the people where be no stay for this world before you come home. Anything where you see for this world, whether good or bad, make you take so. Now so everybody come in the world. we dey advise you say, any work where you dey work, make you put your mind there and work and fine. Make you not dey talk like, make a yes be yes, your no be no. Then you go live well for this world. So God go bless you, give you long life.
Yes, keep you long life. Sange e Duna.
Give you many birthdays again. So
that's our queen.
God go bless you, give you long life.
I will say happy birthday to you, our queen.
Give you many birthdays again.
And all those that celebrating their birthday today.
Say thanks to you. Happy birthday to you. You go live long for say thanks to you. We beg God to give you many birthday to you. Say thanks to you. Happy birthday to you. We did they born you. Say thanks to you. How many months ago? Happy birthday to you. How many weeks ago? Say thanks to you. How many years Happy ago? birthday to you. You go live
I will say happy birthday to you, man Sange.
long for this world. Mama, hey. Happy birthday to you.
I will say continue the good work. As you smart as you are. You turn 5 years old today. They say every child is a blessing. But this one is a double blessing, yo.
Today now your birthday. Now the day where you come to join the people where be don't stay for this world.
So I wish you happy birthday to you.
You come,
Ma Sange. Francis, how you doing?
Alhamdulillah, my brother. Life is better in my little corner. This Apple computer been giving me hell, including tonight. For some reason, since you changed the password credential, it just been on and off. Nothing wrong with the actual structure of the body, but for things to go, it just keep like this. And so when I log on, my account was running. I try it, I could not get to the interview component. So then it came up with multiple updates, Econ Live update. I said, okay, let me clear this, thinking that it will be better. I did that one finish, said nope. Then he sent me to RMax on the update. I went there, I said, you know what? I log out of my account. I log out of my Facebook account on the RMax. It still couldn't work, so I said, let me use my laptop. So I'm using my laptop right now. That's why my background. Thank God you put my daughter there. Let my daughter stay there tonight. Because it looks like the green only work with the RMax. It doesn't work with other computer. I don't know.
No, the lightning is the lightning. So yeah, but
so the lightning is not enough?
Yeah, the lightning is not enough. But I mean let's
But
go
when I on the RMax computer, it can appear enough. I don't know. This is kind of heavier. Laying back instead of coming in front. Come on, man. Okay. I think I can handle this. Just a few seconds. Maybe that'll help a little bit. Much better, right?
No. But just leave it as it is, I mean, let's just go ahead.
No, but it was a little bit all right when you were doing a birthday stuff. That it looking ugly. Let me see. Just leave my daughter there.
Yeah,
and my daughter stay there. You need to do that feeding. Probably need to carry back a little bit. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, it be overall life is good. We can get started when you are ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. Back then in 2024, we went through the lot. And I would just be able for me to be able to state. I mean, we as a country, I strongly believe that Liberia is on the right path with all the destructions and the hullabaloo that have been going on. We are thankful to God that we are alive to be able to see this day. And one of the things that I believe in is the leadership of our country. I believe so much in the leadership of our country, and I believe that Liberia will progress. I believe that we will progress on the way to prosperity. I strongly believe that nothing must come easier with the damage that this CDC government, the seditions cause for our country. You does not expect for JMB for him to come in less than 1 year for him to be able to face that damage that the Ghana caused for us. Furthermore, we are seeing a tremendous in less than 1 year. In less than 1 year or 1 year now, JMB government have done extremely well to the extent that the cities, if you were to look at the city of Monrovia, my brother, the city major is working. If we were to look at the city of Monrovia, the city major is working. I mean, men go to work, they are not sleepy. They make sure that they go to work where they need to work. The Pinsville city major, the same thing. Men are working day and night. Let us be over to look at our power supply. Today, people can be able to go to LEC, headquarters, to go to pay for your meter, and then the meter will be delivered to you the next day. The day that you go, the day that you go to go pay for your meter, the next day your meter will be delivered to you. I just had someone who went to go pay for that meter, and the meter was delivered to them yesterday. And right now there is a clear electricity in our country. We know that the electricity problems, we know that we are not there yet, but we're on our way. Like the president break ground for the solar panel, so that we can be able to get enough of light supplied from the solar. Let us be able to look at the road constructions, the paving of those roads, from Nima to Zwedru, from Nima to Maryland. People used to take weeks. Today, people are taking days. I strongly believe that I am not saying that JMB is 100%, but JMB is on his way to 100. Let us be able to look at the groundbreaking ceremony that JMB carried on his visit to Lofa. The university that he about to build in Lofa. Let us be able to look at the man is building bridge between Liberia and Sierra Leone. Let us be able to look at the MCSS school systems. Today, the MCSS school system, all of the schools have been supplied with modern chair, not chair from I say modern chair. Today, our government is preparing for this budget to be passed. And the moment the budget passed, we hope that to see a lot of things that will be going on in our country. And I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful 100% that JMB will deliver. A man who can be able to carry on those drastic, look at the road from Freeport. Those roads have been paved today. JMB was going to Chikizo factory, he told the driver, stop. Stop here. And he was able to call the popular ministers. Our government is working. Let us be able to look at the water system. What Brother Mo Ali is doing. What Brother Mo Ali is doing. Can someone come here to tell me that Mo Ali is not working? In we are government, water and soil was like a dead rat. But today, water and soil have been given a facelift. Today, water and soil have been given a facelift. Can someone come here to tell me what are those things that JMB is doing? JMB is corrupt, the papa is sleeping. Oh yeah. Astronaut beneath will get there. I rest my case and I wait for you. And I believe 2025 will be a good year for us.
All right, my brother AB, thank you very much for saying your own. Like our people will always say, especially now with this social media stuff, there's always three sides of every story. Side A, side B, and the truth. I want to start with personal reflection. I think, not even I think, I want to give God the glory for everything. That today, by the grace of God, we ended almost 2024. And let me also a shout out to my baby girl, AB. Thank you, by the way. Today is her birthday. She turned 5. And I want to say happy birthday to you. Sange Aisha Duno, Mama. I am very positive that you will do better as you grow. And I want to say happy birthday again, plenty. So I do not want to call it resolution. I want to call it personal reflection. As a person, holding everything constant 2024, I think I did beyond expectation for myself and those folks in my corner, including my small children. Everything we plan, we did more than what we planned. So I think that's a good one. And moving forward towards the new year 2025, the formal resolution, we want to apply that same old methodology so that we can focus more on self in order to be able to help other people in our corner and help our country. I think that's the way it is. So, myself, my children, and my country. But in this case, we got two countries, excuse me, but I want to leave America tonight. Tomorrow I'll talk about America by myself. I want to focus on Liberia. I think for the first year in the form of governance in Liberia under the watch of the elderly man that we campaigned for, heavily supported him so that Liberia ugly corner could be turned into a better corner moving forward. Regrettably, if I were to kind of grade Ome Bwaka administration leadership, probably I would give him out of 100%, 15%. Because the only thing Ome Bwaka was able to do, he was able to collect money and share among his officials of government and able to keep some minimal level of security for our country. For God in heaven's sake, somebody who work in government, I'm not taking 40, I'm going to take 24 based on my own calculation. From the time they walk in 1990, I do not have any records of Joseph Boakai working in any of the government beside the Amos Oyo government. 2 years plus 10 years around the corner with Samuel Doe coming all the way to Amos, the end of that. Taylor Town, all the way this Ome Boakai did not work. So he did 12 years before and after 1990. He did 12 years with Ellen Johnson Sirleaf as VP, 24 years. That's the minimum I'm taking. I'm not taking 40. For somebody who live and their whole life, everything they did, it was on the public resources. Going to school, everything that the public paid for Joseph Boakai. And we all thought, considering his age, considering his experience, considering his wisdom, considering his level of reasonable life that he had lived in the country prior to 2023, he was the best candidate that we, the majority of Liberians, could use to make our country a better place. That Joseph Boakai that we thought is no longer the Joseph Boakai that took oath on January 22nd, 2024. It's not the same Joseph Boakai. And let me give it to you. There are so many, it's so plenty. We can't talk everything in one sitting. And thank you, AB, for going out to 2023, even though we are not reflecting on 2023. But you went to some of those clips from 2023. We are reflecting on 2024 from January 1, 2024, all the way to December to date, 31st, 2024. That's what we're reflecting on. For example, arrest. We're using Joseph Boakai on yardstick. Arrest. A. Agriculture. R. Rule. Arrest agenda, right? So we got agriculture. What did Joseph Boakai do for agriculture? Check his budget. You will know. His executive marshal budget is more than agriculture. The entire agriculture project in Liberia is being undertaken by different people, countries, and NGOs. Okay? Arrest. All right? So rule of law. Rule of law is a total breakdown of rule of law. It's a gross violation of rule of law under Joseph Boakai. Okay? And I don't know the reasons, because for somebody to come to power that had that gabble of the senators that endorse majority of the tenure stuff, and they cannot go to court. They use executive power and just suspend people and remove people, even against the law establishing those agencies. That's a failure. Education. Where are we? University of Liberia have been closed since Joseph Boakai took office. Up to today, University of Liberia is not open. Up to today, the last time I listened to his people, they said by January 13, 2025, that's when University of Liberia will open. And the only thing they're telling us, they're not getting money. Send they got money now, according to them, they said they're looking for university president. Where in the world that a whole country will look for president, and because of that, the only government-run university have to be closed because they're looking for new president. That's a shame. The other story is Unity Party people own agenda, according to Mo Ali, was not ready. They were putting the development plans together. Government in waiting could not even get a development plan ready until November 2024, according to them. What did they tell us when they launched it? 8.4 billion investment money or development money for 5 years is unrealistic because they did not tell us how they're going to get the money. If you do the math, it will be like 1.6 billion every year to complete the 5 year. Where the money coming from? When our budget, 88% of the budget under Joseph Boakai goes toward personnel administration, which is salary, their benefits, furniture from the Indian people and the Lebanese boys, and all of that. Only 12% goes towards the Liberian people. You're talking about health, you're talking about education, you're talking about road, you're talking about all of that. That's the reasons why there is nothing in our hospital in the real world. Okay? So if anybody in their right mind will say Joe Walker will make Liberia better from where it was under George Weah today, that person is dreaming in the day. Number 3, access retrieval that we campaign on. I will tie access retrieval to corruption. From the beginning, from the time Joseph Walker became president, there has been a massive deflation of everything that he as an individual believed in for over 50 years, for over 69 years of his age, or maybe more than that, before he became 79. Joseph Walker had deflected from everything. Joseph Walker increased his budget, executive marshal, 2 times compared to the 2 governments that have come and gone. He also increased the number of advisors. The last time I checked, Joseph Walker has 16 advisors, including military advisors. Joseph Walker is the number 1 contradictory president that Liberia ever produced. This man doesn't believe what he says. As old as he is, he's so contradicting. Number 3, access retrieval, we don't even hear about them. To take people to court, they refuse to do that. They wanted to arrest people to a point where our own brother, Martin Colley, gone. Emmanuel Gongo is gone. I don't even know who on the asset retrieval team anymore. We don't even hear anything about them. Anti-corruption, these people are massively corrupt. Abi, we live in America here. Do we really need 15,000 naira to survive every month? Joseph Barker suspended everybody at the LTA. They went to the Supreme Court. The people won the case. Joseph Barker worked on the Supreme Court opinion on that issue. The next thing Joseph Barker did, he fired everybody. But Abdullah Kamara, who was indicted in the GSC report, he still enjoyed the confidence of the president. Think about that. Think about that. Another thing I see here, from the beginning, I started in the middle, the slow pace of setting up of the government. All right? Massive deflation. And we go to the issue of yellow machine, another corruption. Yellow machine fiasco. They said they were bringing 285 yellow machine to build our road. When we go low, we saw 31 pieces of that. Where did they carry? They did not carry to public works. They carried to the army barrack. What's the status of that? They told us it was free. At the end of the day, Joseph Walker's surrogate, they say it was never free again. But where are we with the yellow machine? The issue of the right price went up, it never came back down. Then Gafwan go bring his own Coca-Cola economic policy to in his mind, we devalue the US dollar that he has no control over and value the Liberian dollar. Today, everything that people were paying $5 for is around $1,250 Liberian dollar. Okay? Another issue here is the unattended to massive GAC reports, audit reports, that everything that has to do with Joseph Walker friends and some of his government officials in the past and right now in the government is a no-go zone. It's a selective justice to get the previous government officials out of power and pull his own people in there. That is not an achievement that will take us further. The beatings of lawmakers by Liberia National Police, that's another issue right there. So when we go look, in the midst of all of the chaos, no presidential leadership for the most part, we saw the issue of the speaker fight. Joseph Boakai intentionally decided to take the speaker, to invite the speaker to go with him in room to go and visit with the Pope so that his surrogate at the Capitol building can remove the speaker. It backfired on them. Up to today, we have two speakers in the history of Liberia. Even during war days, during the senseless civil war, we did not have two speakers. Today, under the watch of the Papier, Omer Boakai, our uncle, we got two speakers representing the House of Representatives. That's a shame. The elders came up with resolution. The senators endorsing ugly behavior because the Senate now has become the extension of Joseph Boakai executive marshal. Finally, the embattled speaker went to Supreme Court. Supreme Court came out with ruling. Majority of the people became lawyers. Majority of the people became lawyers. And unprecedented thing that happened, the justice minister that initially recused himself decided to interpret the Supreme Court opinion. On the basis of that opinion today, you were talking about the budget now passed. Technically, the budget passed. It just left with Joseph Walker to sign on it. But that budget will be taken to court to challenge the validity of the budget because the budget was passed in less than 24 hours without a hearing to PPCC, without a hearing to good governance, without a hearing to best practice or best practices when it comes to governance issue. AB, I can tell you for sure, I'm hoping that 2025, Omer Boakai as president of our country, the only political leader that we refer to as political tunity is the president of the Republic of Liberia. It is not the speaker, it is not the senator, it is not the judiciary head, which is the chief justice. No, because all these people, they do not make decision on their own as a single leader. They made decision on the basis of majority opinion, on the basis of majority conversation, and they come up with decision. The president does not need that. Whether he get advice or not, the president can take unilateral decision constitutionally. So the president needs to do better, and the president is supposed to lead. If the leaders don't lead, they are not leaders. Okay? So if Joseph Boakai campaign was against private jet, and Joseph Boakai government spent $22 million in the first 100 days on rehabilitation of road. In his own word, no car will get stuck, okay, in the mud.
Yeah,
In 100 days,
but no
I'm
car
coming,
gets
I'm
stuck.
coming, I'm almost done. And I seen Joseph Boakai after 100 days, in less than 1 year, can get on someone a Koyokaya single engine airplane to go to Foya Lofa County. It's a shame on him, and he's have become an embarrassment in the world of Yeke Koruba. In addition to that, getting a private jet that we and Joseph Boakai spoke against doing the campaign that George Weah was doing it was a waste of money, according to Mo Ali. That is not the president mode of transportation abroad and locally. However, the president way of transportation or mode of transportation is to charter. Joe Weah didn't charter. Joe Weah had a park at Ara or Springfield, but you charter the plane, you keep it at the airfield. That's the same thing. It still costs Liberian people tax dollar. The last time Mo Ali said to charter that flight to go to Abuja, Nigeria, it cost the government 45,000 US dollars. Whether it was one way or both way, we don't know. He chartered another flight to go to Foya. That plane was there until he got ready to come back. He just chartered another flight again to take him to Ghana to go see a friend. That's a shame. Okay. That's not what we talk about. Okay. If it was wrong yesterday, it is wrong today. If Joseph Boakai is doing it. And on no basis, until Joseph Boakai can change the directions of the governance system that he brought 360 degrees away from where we are, until he can recalibrate, some of us will now go with the falsehood, will go with the truth.
Okay.
will go with the truth, and the
I,
truth shall set all of us free.
I think you have landed on a rocket roll. Because you have no ideas about the flood that took JMB from Labrador to Ghana. You have no clue. You have no ideas. That flood was not chartered by the Liberian government. The Liberian government did not pay fine. JMB helped one of his old days friends. Today, that guy is a multi-millionaire in Ghana, whose daughter was getting married. But he said that JMB needed to be there. A cousin for him to do anything, JMB need to be there. That guy sent the flight, that charter plane. JMB went to Ghana. He attended the
I
wedding.
thought he went to inauguration. Then you're talking about daughter based again, AB?
No.
Are you serious?
But Ghana inauguration have any?
Inauguration done. JB went there on the inauguration. let me let it go. Go ahead. Go ahead. But then we're coming to the money. In fact, I left something out real quick, just few seconds.
No.
For the first time in the history of Liberia, under the watch of Joseph Baker.
When I gave you the floor, then you go ahead.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The Ghanaian JMB went for his friend, daughter who was getting married. That was the purpose of his going for that trip.
Go ahead, my brother.
Then while he was there, Nana Akufo-Addo, the current president of Ghana, went to see him. They had a tete-a-tete discussions. From there, Mahama, who had been elected, he went also to pay a courtesy visit to JMB. And then he promised JMB that he need to see JMB during his inaugurations. So I think you're getting things messed up here.
I know, right?
You think you're getting things messed up here.
Can you give us the status of the 285-year-old machines?
Oh, man. Hey, man. Now, please make it clear. JMB make it clear.
What about the airplane that told JMB to fire?
That airplane is a commercial airplane.
Okay, good job. So the road that you spent $22 million on, you can't get in car to go there?
No. You see, you get it.
It's not easy to defend lies. It's not easy.
You get it messed up.
No, give it a try.
You getting things messed up. JMB actually, because due to the significance of the program, that how can JMB manage to go with it? You know that there's a flight to GS Springfield that can be carried to carry people all around in Liberia once you fill in the UN form. You know about that?
My brother, go ahead. I'm giving you time to talk.
That's 39 years. I traveled in a plane before and I did not pay fine. All you need to do, you just need to go to the UN headquarters for you to go fill in the form about when you're about to travel, where you're traveling, and then that flight will be able to pick you up on the GS Springfield and be able to carry you to your destinations. And by you saying that flight was parking there, that flight was never parking there. They had a discussions that when you bring us, please, are returning back on this day. And on that day, that flight was available. So, you have to take it easy with the Ome.
We're not taking it easy.
Because the Ome is on the right path.
He needs to deliver on his promises. There's no blueprint for development right now. There's nothing.
And he is doing that.
Okay, good job. Good job. So when Joia went on a private jet to his home, the southeast, it was a problem, right? Today is not a problem.
You look at Josh money
After
we are
spending 22
after.
million naira
You look at
on road
Josh money
rehabilitation.
you look at Josh money we are who spent 4 years, 5 years into power. The 6th year, then he took flat to be able to go to his home. Then you how do you look at that?
You campaign against it. So why are you doing it?
I'm not doing it.
Why are you doing it? You're doing the same thing.
I'm not doing the same thing.
What are you doing? Are you flying on a broomstick?
I'm not doing the same
airplane?
thing. I'm not doing the same thing, my friend and brother. It's not the same.
Baby, when you're done with your point, let me add what I forgot about.
Yeah, go ahead.
Even during the war time, for 14 years straight, beside the incident at the executive mansion that we know that was caused by electrical fault, there were no political conflict there. This is the first time under the watch of Joseph Barker that due to political conflict between and among lawmakers, our capital, our political theater, the building that hosts our democracy was put ablaze, causing Liberian taxpayers additional expenses because of lack of presidential leadership. That's a serious embarrassment to our nationhood.
Okay.
And JMB goes there. He's not a security person. He doesn't work for fire service and refer to the people as this place is not for hooligans.
Yeah.
But guess what? If there should be any hooligans over there, are the very hooligans that elected Joseph Boakai? Because those folks in there, regardless of our disagreement, regardless of everything they're doing there, whether it's good or it is not good, they are our national leaders. The Liberian people in our majority, we elected them. You didn't elect anybody, UAB, because you didn't go there. I did. Okay? We elected them. When you have a police presence on the ground with consistency, and the president goes on the scene and prejudice the investigation, that's another issue. That's a problem. Like I said, the president, everybody look up to the president for leadership. It is not a mistake.
Yeah.
You must lead. If you
leading.
cannot lead, you don't need to be there.
The woman is leading.
He is leading in the opposite direction. He's running from the back.
No.
That it is about, look, it is now that I really believe Joseph Barker is sleeping. He really sleeping. Because if somebody become president, the Guinea weight, you already know how much dombo and fufu they're swallowing. That paper not doing nothing.
Okay.
It had to defend AB.
The paper is working.
It had to defend like that.
It's
working. Yeah, the definition of work is to take pay. And that's why he paid people 24,000, 23,000. Patrick Hunter, they're making 15,000 in their own home country.
No.
They are giving a housing allowance.
No.
They are giving a squash car money.
No.
They are giving a gasoline for generator.
No.
They are giving everything. Why you say no for?
Because
Is that the truth?
That's not the truth.
Why Joseph Boakai not acting on the other reports?
That's not the truth. That's not the truth. Patrick Honda is not making $15,000. That's not true.
ATA commissioners, that's their pay.
That was their pay, but that is not their pay currently.
It is their current pay.
No, that is not their current pay. That is not their current pay currently. I'm telling you something that
it is not,
I have checked Patrick Honda. I went to LTA. I went to LTA office, and Patrick Honda showed me his check. His check that was wired through his account. Patrick Honda showed me the check. Patrick Honda is making 10,000. He is not making 11,000 or 15,000 or 22,000. Patrick Honda is making 10,000.
AB, what kind of skill Patrick Honda and my brother Clarence Masakwe, that was representative for 12 years in Lofa County, and the rest of the commissioners, besides Adula Kamara, who is a board chair, got to even make 10,000. Thank God you agreed to 10,000. Because if you add all the benefits, then maybe we'll even go more than that.
Because that is what I saw.
How can people work in Liberia? How can people work in Liberia, poor country that are depending on MCC money for development, that are depending on China to build road, that are depending on other countries and NGO to put medicine in their hospital, that officials of government will make 10,000, like you said. Let me take your word.
No, Patrick Hunter is making $10,000.
No. Let's just leave Patrick Hunter. Let's just talk about majority of the people taking 15, 20,000 in our country. What should it be? These are things we campaign against.
Why should not it be? When George Weah time, when this guy, when the commissioner were taking 15,000 and the Larampo did not talk fine, and then Patrick Hunter and the less of Clarence Masakwe, they reduced their salary. They went there. They tell the board. They sat down and they were able to tell everybody to reduce their pay because that is not logical, and their salary was automatically reduced. That salary, I'm telling you. I am telling you that you know that no I come. Do you know that LTA in the past do you know that security was afforded them to their houses? Do you know that?
They say that security, even government officials,
no.
These people got police right there, including Eugene Fagon. I'm calling names.
No.
They still got security people.
No. When Patrick Honda and the less of Patrick Honda and Clara Masakwe, let me tell you now something that you don't know. When they went to their house, after they went for their first board meeting, when they went to the house, they found out that security was assigned to their houses. And then they told the security man, they said, no, y'all go back. They went back the following day, they told the board chairman, Mr. Kamara, that they don't want any security to be assigned to their house. They don't want no security assigned to their houses.
AB, listen to me. I'm taking it from the general context. I know we called two people names already. I'm just asking you, under the paper watch, you think it is really fair on behalf of our people, considering the way people living in that country, considering everything we know, the hard time we got to beg for money, he go to make announcement for MCC qualification or eligibility that he not even too sure he will get the money. Do you really think that these people should make even while you agree to? Not just Patrick Hunter, but do you really feel that government officials in Liberia, as poor as the country is, they should be making $10,000?
Is that why you really defend it? It's not all government officials that make 10,000.
Majority make more than that.
No.
Do you know how much the gentlemen at the Freeport making? Do you know how much Amos Troy making? All these people in the 15 or more thousand. The chief justice is making about 22,000.
You want for me to tell you Amos Troy is not making.
I just ask a simple question. Forget about the one I don't know, the one you don't know. The one you know, you just admitted $10,000. Do you really think that people in Liberia should make that money because they work for government?
Yes.
Okay. All right, go ahead. Go ahead with the next thing you want to say.
The thing that I want to say is that you look at the man qualifications.
What kind of qualification?
And be able for you to
someone who was on the radio?
Them. You think Patrick Hunter just on the radio stuff? Patrick Hunter did not go to school?
I didn't say so. I didn't say so.
So then what is your point?
My point is,
you think Karen Massacre? You think what? You think Karen Massacre? You think Karen Massacre did not?
What I know. LTA. Forget about that man. That man was in the heart. That man is my countryman. Just leave that thing. I just mentioned their name because I know them. I don't know the other people.
I'm telling you.
Wait for me. How can you do audit report? LTA were involved. The chair were involved in that audit report. Over $2 million, Liberian people money, and you keeping him as a board chair for the place. What kind of skills Jelle Ellen Johnson said it right? Bianca said he was making 24,000 at my return. Say, oh, Bianca got set skill. Well, where the set skill coming from? Where it coming from? You and I, we sat on the same platform. You play that video over and again. That today you put in defense on? Eh? What kind of set skill that these people have that should take everybody money? LTA ain't making no money on their own. LTA is a regulatory body. LTA is a regulatory body. Telephone companies give them money in the form of license fees. That's what they're making. How can these people pay themselves that amount of money and their papa will sit down and look at that kind of thing? That's just one agency. I had thought, based on everything I got on Unity Party, their policy, that public corporation that were established on the basis of contributing to government of Liberia revenue generating capacity will be based on performance. That's what people do all over the world.
Exactly.
We offer you a base pay. Let's assume your base pay is 3,005. That's your base pay. If you do better, every 3 months, every 4 months, or every 6 months, or every year, we increase your pay based on your performance. But to get the blanket money and get to people because they're free pool manager and everything at the free pool, you buy a car in America, yeah, for maybe 1,500 or maybe 2,000 or whatever price you buy it for, you take it to Liberia, you spend more money than the money you pay for the car. If you don't take time, it will go into storage. We compete against Mente, we compete against CTM. A single port. You got so many institutions established legally by the government of Liberia to collect money from Liberians or business people. And at the end of the day, the ordinary people out there, the consumers, are the one that feeling the pain. Because business people will never lose easily.
Okay.
To even clear 120 feet container or 40 feet container at the free port today, it's not easy. One free port got ATM, one free port got Meta, one free port got CT scan, whatever scan you call it. The same free port got LRA. All together, 4 you got to go through. And every single day you go to, you have to pay money. I thought we spoke against these people because of bad policy and all of that. And today, Mente is still there because Joseph Waka people now, his children from Lofa County, dominating the government. The Unity Party cronies and all the folks that are talking, all the Tabata, they are all in government now. So it is all right.
Yeah.
Yesterday, it was not all right. Today, it's okay.
Yeah.
And we will not fall for it.
Okay.
Some of us will not fall for it.
All right. And that's your number, please.
My number is 701 330 4693.
The number to call is 215-266-6509. Once again, 215-266-6509. Call here now, ever hold your peace. Let us be able to play you the happy birthday lady song again. Because this lady, she is too smart. She is too smart.
Anything where you see for this world, whether good or bad, make you take so. Now so everybody come in the world. We dey advise you say, any work where you dey work, make you put your mind there and work and fine.
I make it you work fine, man. Sange Duno. Happy birthday, yeah, mama.
You know they talk like, make your yes be yes, your no be no, then you go live well for this world. So God go bless you, give you long life, give you.
All right, okay. I think we are about to conclude, but I think we need the birthday girl to come to be able to come on the stream for her to be able to tell us.
The birthday girl is not yet. You know, Daddy birthday is coming out too. So
Okay.
we are planning to celebrate it together. So she's not here right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. So we are planning to celebrate it together by the grace of God. If not, then we might just do her own early, but she's not here right now.
Okay.
So my birthday is the 15th of January. So
So yeah, so let's conclude.
yeah, AB, let me just send out a shout to my buddy in Pennsylvania, my brother Mustafa. Thank you for the correction. Say the inauguration ain't happened yet about the new Ghanaian president, but our president already been there. I don't know how many times. The way I
Yeah.
was going there, we use the propaganda. The Ghanaian government said, "My man, you coming to our country too much, but they can't tell you to."
No, but you know,
But
JMB
anyway,
best friend.
Mustafa. Brother Sony, thank you very much. Thank you very much for the correction. I accept it. The other issue you say it's easy to spoil, it is difficult to fix. I get it. But guess what? Any human being or any Liberian that will say we expected Joseph Baka to get it and get it fixed overnight, then we're not real. We're not realistic. That's not our point. Our point is the blueprint start on the good footing because every venture we get into in human based on human existence, even our growth. If the foundation is not solid, it is not easy for the roof to go up. And that's our problem. We cannot start on a rocky road the way we started. I'm saying we in based on collectivity as a country, as a people. But the way Joe Walker started it, all of the committees set up to investigate, including the one that almost got him to go, but he didn't go, thank God. The one he finted the inaugural committee because they messed up. And the head of that committee, like Joseph Walker's generational sister, okay? The February 11 committee to investigate the protest that led to the cancellation of our national holiday to celebrate the soldiers. Zero. So many committees have been set up by Joseph Walker. No formal report. Everything inconclusive. Audit commission, audit decommission, including NSA. Inside Joseph Walker budget, NSA got about $14.5 million. What we're doing with NSA, we don't know. So how can we be running a country or we running a business and everything we get, it go to ourselves? Then how much do we put to profit? How much do we reinvest into the business? So Liberia is in the trouble under the papier watch until he can change my brother or my brother Mustafa. We ain't gonna go anywhere. There has been no more difficult time in terms of our presidential history. I mean, under normal constitutional system or constitutional framework equal to January 16, 2006, when Madam Sirleaf, Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, and Joseph Walker took over that country after 14 years straight of looting. 14 plus 2 years. Altogether 16 years. They want the Bani people called kapu, 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 kapu. We can never and we must never compare that looting equal to what George Weah then did. When Mada Saleh and Joe Baka took over that country, it was virtually nothing in place, including everything we see today. There were no even fundamental public policy framework. They did their best, that they didn't do well based on the support that came from all the Liberian people and the goodwill that came from good governments around the world, good organizations around the world, including the United States of United States of America. Majority of the world leaders went to Liberia. They saw the country. Madam Saleh and Joe Walker did not do well when it comes to the support that they got from the war. But they had the most difficult time where different rebel groups came, another rebel group came, another transitional government came. They all just took everything because they had AK-47, they had bazooka, they had M16, and they had all of that. We must not and we should not compare that incident to that of George Weah Sissi. That's not true. and it will never be true. George Williams, people looted the country, I agree, but that cannot be compared to what our country went through for 16 years to it. And because of that, Joseph Boakai have been in government forever from his university. Bless you. Want to tell me that he does not understand the audit report from GAC, that people who are indicted in the audit report, we fire some of them and we keep some of them. And the other person in court that we're talking about today on the basis of anti-corruption, that's Samuel Toy, former finance minister. All of the other people inside Joseph Boakai Kono, including current chief of staff, zero. And we think that's not the way to run the country, that we are in trouble. And we must change, and we must change now for the better this 2025 and beginning with the presidential leadership. That's what we need to do.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give you many, many birthdays again. Say thanks to you. Happy birthday to you. You go live long for this. Say thanks to you. Long life to you. Happy birthday to you. How many years ago? Say thanks to you. How many weeks ago? Happy birthday to you. Anyhow you did. Say thanks to you. We dey beg God to give you long life again.
I will say happy birthday to you, Ma Sange. Sange Dono. Happy birthday to you, Mama.
Oh, yeah, yeah, oh, yeah, yeah, oh. Happy birthday to you. Long life, long life. Say thanks to you. Yeah, yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Well, you know, it is difficult for people to be able to tell lies, but it is very much easier for ones to be able to deflect on the truth. And that is what I have come here to do. And I'm saying that the commissioners at LTA, they are right in making $10,000. When the other commissioner were making $15,000 and other incentives were allotted to them. But this government said no to that. They said no to that. And that is the reason why JMB all the way. That is the reason why I will back my friend and brother Jeremiah Kwankun, the next president of the Republic. Followed by Nyomli Kanga Lawrence, the next vice president of the Republic. I see my co-host laughing there. I got a lot of the common people say you're Hido. So that is how I will let to end this podcast. See you next year when we see you.
When we see you. Happy New Year to everybody. I want to say,